we do something about that? Like, you've got poor hat. I would love to go through everybody and make them forcibly replace it, but I know that's not gonna happen. That would take fucking forever to go through everybody and say replace stuff. But I also currently don't have that much space to be storing like 100 something items. I've got stuff. That's good. That is crappy quality. These are... I could probably destroy them. They look like people have changed out of them. Yeah, they do. Alright, so... who's in the area? White, silverware. Silverware, come with me. I need you. I need you to call allies, just hot quick. Maybe... probably not by tonight they won't arrive, but by next week they will. I need more traders to come in and work with. For you, for the top two, I want exotic traders. Let's pause this so you don't run away. I want exotic ones on the top two. I don't know what they'll give me, but fuck it, I'm gonna try. These two, I want regular stuff. They should buy normal clothing, I hope. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Just remember that one time my friend told me I yawned like a dog and felt complimented. You know, the funniest part about that is I remember when I had my dog Sheila, I remember I had been trying to like yawn and like do shit like very similar to my animals. Like basically, not so much like mockingly, but kind of like, I don't know, kind of, you know, like the familiarizing type thing, kind of thing. Anyway, I'd gotten into the habit of yawning very much like my dog Sheila, or at least I sounded the same. And so I remember one day I was at work and I was just yawning over at my desk, and my coworker just turned over and like looked over her shoulder with the most like, I don't know what the fuck kind of expression. And she's just like, I legit thought that there was a fucking dog in here for a moment, because you sound exactly like my dog when it yawns. And I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm doing really good at pretending to be like my dog. Because like my dog would get confused and like, you know, do the whole head tilt things when I do similar sounds and stuff. It was worth it in my books. So yeah, I don't know. I have since then stopped doing that, and like, I don't know, I yawn much more like a normal person now. But at least for, I would say, probably the year of 2020, I probably yawned like a dog. Very convincingly. If you weren't facing me, it would definitely pass. I might actually get somebody in here, Arellen. I can see you working on stuff. But yeah, I don't know. If somebody's gonna say that, I just consider that it's like you're doing good, I guess. I'll look at it. I also need to close off the roof of this too at some point. If I can get the 2 grow rooms covered before winter, like I'm willing to turn the prison barracks into bedrooms for winter if I have to, because this area is like temperature controlled. Depends on the person. Others just tell me do you have a anime yawn? That's, I don't know, I just imagine anime yawn and I imagine like over exaggerated. I never trained for it. Lol. It's one of those training montages where you've basically trained your entire life for this moment and it's all paying off. You'll have your anime magical powers soon if you just continue for like 5 more reps. That's the truth of it, isn't it, Shadow? That's what's secretly going on in Shadow's life, is they're training to be like a anime yawn. Sorry, not yawn, but sneeze. Oh, yeah, sneeze is a bit different. I can't imagine an anime sneeze, actually. I like legitimately off the top of my head, I can't think of one. Make more sense. It somehow doesn't. Oh, Nitro made some wool clothes. Nice. I wish I had something flying overhead so that I could do a quick trade, because I'm running out of space, unfortunately. They're making clothes, like the wind. Look at this. It's great. The only thing is that I have a lot of like... You know what I should do? I don't really want to burn it, but I wonder if I can do a scrap thing. a high-pitched shoo, basically. I don't know. I've got two settings for sneeze. I either have fucking adorable, or I have I'm gonna paint the wall sneeze. There's no in between. It's one or the other, and it's a commitment to either when it happens. Val, why here? Ugh. I have been trying not to sneeze on streams. I do still get like the whole like irritated nose every single stream, multiple times a stream. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's like the room or like the talking. Don't kill Val. Come on, people. I'm pretty sure somebody hit him with a gun. Let's see. I was also going to build I don't want to burn the crappy clothes. I'd rather sell it because then I could trade it for food, right? But what I wouldn't mind doing is, let's see, let's get you to back off and you to back off. And Cypress is a pacifist, so they can just go do whatever they want. I think Armadillo and Dora should be fine. Oi, fuck's sake, Kangaroo. What did we just talk about? Go over there. Go stand over there in the corner. Chibo. I'm watching you, mate. Chibo. No guns. Put your motherfucking guns away. You two can just beat him up, okay? Everybody got their guns hidden? Stowed? Right. Maybe. Just keep an eye on this for a minute. I don't trust my Dodsworth. I can see you over there. Motherfucker. Go for a walk. Nobody else hiding down here want to shoot him? Hold on. Just keeping an eye on my colonists because it only takes one of them to decide to go like, I'm gonna kill everything. You know? I'd say it's either earth-shattering thunder that can be heard from next apartment block, completely random, but also either one or the other. Law. I always consider it like, you know, the dad sneeze kind of thing when it's like the paint the wall type. Because, like, there's a really great, like, over-exaggerated one that I've seen on, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Is it wall-shattering raw? Well, I think I left this guy at attention, but we'll fix him up. I would know as soon as I see it. Hold on. So MacGuffin. There's a YouTube channel called So MacGuffin, and it's fucking hilarious. And the dad always sneezes like he's gonna like destroy the entire house. It's fantastic. And I always imagine that when I'm like actually gonna do like a wall painting one. And then the opposite one, of course, is that overly adorable, like a chee kind of thing that like people just can't deal with when they actually hear it in person. Yeah, I have the two settings and I don't like risking it most of the time because I'm like, it's usually going to be the worst one. I feel like, either oh yeah, for me, I mean, to get you, I think they call that the grandpa sneeze. What else to say? It's a wall shattering frauds. You get lifted into the air and turn belly up. No, obviously not that level of like cartoony sort of thing, but like it's funny. Oh man, it's kind of along those lines. It's just a bit more contained, I feel like. Oh, they did finish one of the pillars down here. Nice. I can put the last one there then. I think that's even. It's either it's even or it's fucked up. I don't know. Let's see about this. So if I'm going up from the center, we got 4 across 9 and we got 4 across 9. No, that's fine. All right, so that should allow me to get another part of the roof done here. I'm trying to enclose this before winter too, so then we can have production through winter. Like clothes, and I can move the clothes things down here, and I realistically want to move the storage down here, but I just want to close this so then I can make the bedrooms and stuff. That should be fine on that corner. Well, a lot less people are wearing tattered apparel, so that's good. They must be coming over and picking up the stuff, which is good. I don't care if I don't have storage for it. Like, yeah, it's deteriorating. It's outside. Really? I don't really have anywhere else to put it. Ow! Fucking hell, sorry. I did actually sneeze. I was trying not to for like the last 5 minutes. I was trying so hard not to, which is why I said ow. I don't have tissues down here either, so that's the thing. So what you get lifted there. Oh, but that was obviously going to be a worse one. I sound like a shut up. No, I was pinching the top of my nose, the bridge of my nose, to try not to sneeze. And it ended up happening and I couldn't stop it. But I'm directly in front of the microphone, so if I sneeze, I'm going to sneeze on the microphone. So that's why I was trying not to do it. I could have turned my head, but I was so confident that it wasn't going to happen, because it usually doesn't. That, yeah. I called its bluff and I lost. I like fighting. I fight it to come out, so I get stuck with that weird feeling you get right before you sneeze. Now, every single stream, I sit here and at least 3 times during stream, I struggle with the fact that I need to sneeze and I can't, like, stop it. And eventually I will sneeze every time. There's just nothing I could do. I don't know. I've tried, like, blowing my nose in advance. I've tried, like, making sure that the room's well ventilated. I've tried, like, not having it ventilated. Warm air, cold air, or, like, my nose, like, covered or whatever, or not covered. Doesn't matter, apparently. You need to sneeze so much that hurts. It was more so because I was pinching my nose. That's why it hurt, because it kind of, like, I sneezed and then it hit like a block. If I wasn't pinching it, it wouldn't have hurt. But, like, around, like, my eye socket and shit hurt. So I know I shouldn't have done that, and I did it anyway. Because I just didn't want to, like, I don't have tissues down here, and I don't want to sniffle all night. And I also don't want to, like, paint my microphone either. So, you know. Don't blow your eyes out. I mean, I'm trying not to. And that's the point. And on one hand, was it? Pain at the delayed Frostpunk 2. On the other hand, glad, because devastated I can't play it on my PC. You know, Nick started playing Frostpunk. He doesn't quite understand it fully yet, but he's getting there. I did it like once or twice. I'm like, when I saw him playing it, I said to him, like, you know you're gonna enjoy that, right? And he's like, why do you say that? And I said, because Shadow plays it, and you and Shadow seem to like a lot of the same games, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy it. I don't know why I didn't set up Vaughn last time I was in here, but maybe they were a prisoner come back out. But yeah, he was a little, I don't know if he was just like, I don't even really know what it's about. I didn't want to give him advice with the game, because I'm like, I know a little bit from watching Mirthless, but I don't really know the game, you know. But yeah, I was hoping he'd enjoy it. I think he did. Instruction and cooking. Yeah, all right. Let's get you on cooking. I know you've only got a 3, but I don't have much in the way of hunting, wardening. We're not going to have people to warden for a while. Hunting is second priority. I could probably do with more cooks, honestly, at this point in time than anything else. I know that, like, smithing and all this is, like, higher. They've got higher skills, but it's fine. I'll get them onto cooking and shit. Alright. So I now have all my prisoners, and as far as I'm aware, nobody has died tonight, which means we have 159 colonists assimilated into my base, and no prisoners, which means I should be able to convert one of these into somewhere my people can live over winter if I have to. I am probably, not gonna lie, I'm just gonna do it now. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of just beds into other people's rooms. Like, if I have to, I'll probably put 2 beds per room, and I'll see how we go. Realistically, 1 should be enough, so that people have somewhere indoors to sleep. I'm just considering that when we go to winter, there's a pretty good chance I'm not going to have the beds that we need. And if my people are trying to sleep outside, they're going to probably freeze. I don't know if I could fit more along there. But I'm only going to be disrupting so many people at a time. When they do... What the fuck is that doing in there? Do we have a bunny for a pet? Hold up. Apparently we do. I don't know when that happened. We have bunnies out there too. What the fuck has been going on? I apparently haven't been paying attention to the rabbit quantity in here. But that's a thing that's been happening. I did try to get like rabbits and squirrels at one point to see if I could breed them. So that we could have, you know, a quantity of animals supply. But I didn't realize we actually got hares at some point. It's kind of funny. I'm looking at like the random hares around base and I'm now wondering about it. Hold on. Can you get away with like half the number of beds to people stagger sleep schedules? Sort of. So some of my people are daytimers, some of them are nighttimers. Best way to show you is by this. So when somebody's got this is how I've got it set for mine. This doesn't work for just everybody, right? But because my colony is so huge and everything's so far away, I have large like work times, recreational times, and sleep times. And there's a few people that are on nighttime where they work at night and sleep during the day, but they all have recreation together, right? So some of the people are awake at night, some of them are asleep during the day. And that's great, that kind of works to a degree, but unless I want to sit down and find out exactly who our list of night owls are and pair them with a daytimer so that they're not asleep at the same time and not disrupting each other's sleep, it would be quite a lot of work to go through and find every single person and allocate them properly. The other thing too is daytimers will get upset if they are awake at night consistently. They will have tantrums about it and literally destroy shit over it. Same with night owls being awake during the day. They will have tantrums. They might even want to leave or slaughter things. So it's not really ideal to put them awake at the wrong kind of time of day. But in saying that, I do have quite a balance. I've probably got, I would say probably 50 people are night owls, probably 200 odd are daytimers, give or take. So at least some of these people shouldn't be in here at the same time as each other. Some will. And if they come in after another or wake up before another, they will wake up and disrupt the other person's sleep. So they'll start getting like disrupted sleep. But sleeping inside a building and getting disrupted sleep is a little bit less of a problem than sleeping outdoors will give them, which all these people are sleeping outdoors. So like they'll be outside, they'll be in the cold, stuff like that. That's a problem. So I'm trying to avoid that. Which is why I'm trying to put them inside. The other thing I want to is, I don't know if it's a smelter or machining table, assembly machining, or breaking down dead mechanoids. This is the one I want. I'm just gonna shove that about there. We should be still able to reach the other one. Fortunately, the disturbed sleep debuff is so minor compared to their bedroom being a barrack, because they sleep with someone else, and it's just not worth it even for 10 pawn colony. Yeah, gotta go make dinner. I'm at work for a bit. No worries. I'm pretty much about to finish stream anyway. I appreciate you hanging around, Super New. I'll catch you next time. That's good to know. Yeah. Look, honestly, if I didn't have like a shit ton of people, I would probably be able to get away with a barracks situation like this where they all go in and sleep, and I could put daytimers on one side and nighttimers on the other, and we could get away with that. But I have a lot of people, and that's not really super practical for that. So yeah, I'm gonna put, like, as I said, look, there's a couple of people already sleeping in here, like Lasagna's in here, Kangaroo, Chet, whoops. They probably don't have beds right now. These beds that I'm making up here, look, these people are all sleeping outdoors because there's a bed. But I only want to keep, if I was keeping normal and above, we would have probably all the beds made. But I'm trying to keep excellent and above, because if they go and sleep in a room that's not too small, that has an excellent bed and maybe has like nice floor or a nice wall or something like that, maybe a little decoration or something that makes the room pretty, they're more likely to have like a happier buff from it. So that's why I try to do that. Like some of these people have got beds. If I can kick them out of it at some point. The problem is getting them out of the beds once they start sleeping in it. I did find I set them to hospital beds last time, which I might actually do again. Hold on. So what I mean by that, this cluster of beds here, let's make them medical beds. Now none of them are going to sleep in it. The only problem is that somebody might bring medical patients up here at the top of the map and try to tend to them, which is a problem. But I've only got a few more beds here to go. Like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 more beds to move. So if they make 5 more excellent beds, I can just move them straight over. And then that's done. Like they've got 3 moving over, but we need these 4. And then this section will be done. Right, so then we'll have 3 bedroom sections, and then I'm going to try for the top half. And the problem with this is that these are still the same shape as the old ones were, like before I edited this section. So I'm going to have to work out how, because I've got like a walkway situation here where they can walk along the bottom, right? And that's probably going to be fine. I probably still want that on the front, but I have to divide this down to a smaller room because I have more people than I can give them space. And see, when I bring in like the build tool, I have this line here. I can't build past that on the entire map, so I'm limited to this inner space. I could build over here, but I'd need bridges across like the sand and the, well, not over the sand, but over the water. If a bridge catches fire or gets destroyed, it automatically collapses with whatever's on top of it. So it's a big problem. I could lose like bedrooms and all sorts of stuff doing that. But see, this bedroom is 3 by 4. Let me get rid of those dots in there. And these bedrooms are 3 by 6. So if I take this up by a little bit more, so if I say 3 by 4, and then we have like a solid wall here, and or maybe even a walkway there, which means next solid wall. So next one would be 3 by 4 to there. And that would be taking it to the absolute maximum build space that I could have on this map to have 2 more buildable rooms if I didn't want them walking through it. So I realistically have to figure out what I'm doing with this design because it's not going to be long-term practical for the kind of bedrooms that I need, but I also have this problem mirrored on the bottom half of this base. So I have to figure it out and then duplicate it. Plus I also have another one of these that I can put a geothermal on that, which I will. And I'll build that around. I already have planned to build around that, so I have to work out the whole design around this too, and the growth space that I've got. So I'm not going to have like flawless beddings. I could also put bedrooms over here. Honestly, I could put that inside or outside of the zone if I wanted to. It would just mean less harvestable area for like my animals roaming around during summer, which is like neither here nor there realistically. I'm keeping this mostly straight up and down kind of base, and I'm not quite sure if I count all the beds. That's unfortunately going to count all the beds over there. I can't kind of like, I can kind of do this. Not the people, I want the beds. So if I get rid of these 2 in the count, it's got all of those. Grab these. And I can find one that's empty-ish. I've got 105 beds at the moment, which means that I can have up to 210 people in them if they're couples. But I also have, if we were to add in all of, don't add that, all of the little beds as well. Ugh, I accidentally grabbed all that. No, I want you to unclick all this. My god. Alright, I'm capped at 200 at the moment anyway, so hold up. Alright, do this right. Grab all that, plus all these. We've got 66. If I can grab this right. Yeah, sort of. I grabbed some of the hospital beds by accident. And somebody not sleeping in one would be great. Alright, 3 beds there. If I can unclick these. Got 66 plus... I think a rat just fell down a wall, I'm not sure. Anyway, got 66 plus 150 in that. Plus, I could take it over again. The design ones as well, and these beds. 70. So we should have enough to get them through winter if I pick them all up out of their beds and shove them into these rooms. Theoretically, we might be able to make it through winter with them all packed like sardines, because I can always shove an extra set of these beds in these rooms for a while. Like if I have to. 286. Yeah. No, that would be definitely enough. I've mostly got to accommodate for the fact that some of these beds, people will sleep as a couple. Like there won't be many. Not up the top there. Down here should have like Lumi and Cypress, a couple. So that solves my fucking bedding crisis when I can English. Jesus. Because they'll couple up like that, which is great. Not all of them will do it, but once they have double beds, whoever are couples will go automatically pair up. Like there's a lot of couples down here, luckily. So yeah, once I've got that done, I shouldn't have to worry about them in winter. I should be able to keep them warm, hopefully. I should also save. I'm pretty much at the end of stream, so hold on. Because of Knights Merchants game and how... what's that? And how the online one-line paths made the pawns just stagger when trying to pass through each other, cause map-wise significant efficiency drop. Never stand one block-wide paths in RimWorld. Unfortunately, I kind of just have to make do sometimes, because if I make everything like too wide, it's magnificent and I love it. I love having like that extra space, but I have to plan out, like it's not just one extra row, it's an additional like 2 more over. It's taking it out a little bit more. Like it might not be a problem in a small scale thing like that. Like I could always, hold on, let me save this on night. I'll sort of show you what I mean. Like I could add, when it's done, alright, pause. If I wanted to, on the side, I know I'm on the right thing to begin with, on these things, right? If I wanted to, I could bring them out by 1 more, would be out by allowing the extra row, be out by that, and it really wouldn't make much of a difference at all. It would just be, that would be external facing. The only reason why I want the internal row, so if I was to have this internal row in here where they would walk down through, is because I would want to put heaters and air conditioners or whatever in there if I can. Like I have a problem here where I can't really add air conditioning. I had planned to add air conditioning. I could if I want to enclose this specific spot and I could add an air conditioner to the end. That would probably be fine, and then I could just open up these particular doors and then I would put vents on these, which I do plan to put vents on these anyway, and I could pump it down through, but that doesn't work for all of the base designs. Like here does not have that room. I could do it probably from the front, but I would have to take it off some of the grow room area. Like I would have to take it off up here where we've got like this, you know, uncroppable kind of mass here kind of thing, because that would be the only place that would actually help. But it also would fuck with a bit of some of the symmetry that I've got around the place on purpose. Like up here, I had planned to have like this kind of style room here, and this little section in here was supposed to be an enclosed solar room, which I do still plan to enclose. It's just it's encroached out by a bit more and the turrets will hit it. So unless I move the turrets over 1 more, I think there's still 2, 3, they might still be hitting like blast radius to be able to hit the wall if I have that open. But I want to enclose like where the solar is so my people aren't fucking shooting it too. But like, yeah, I had to give up on a few little things like the air conditioning and stuff because my people were just, you know, I needed space. I needed places to put them faster than anything else. And yeah, like if you guys go back like even just like a month or two, probably 2 months of videos back, you find like we were all living out of this small little white area here. That was where like the majority of the first settlers that came in were in. And then we had to put prisoners in there and we were just sleeping out on the floor. And to be able to have the point where we've got a rec room, we've got, you know, kitchens, we've got some beds. I'm going to have to turf them out of their beds to move them into the rooms though. That's the only problem, because some of these people are sleeping out here as couples like that. So they're going to have shit fits. I could make them double beds, like shift the bed over and put a double bed in there. That would fit. It would also be like a little bit difficult because my people don't like moving shit over by like one. It'll take them forever to move everything over by one, but I may have to do that to give everybody double beds, which will then increase the odds of like couples pairing up and not needing as many beds and shit. So I might even end up doing that. But yeah, until they can like, they did pretty good to close this off almost completely tonight. Look at that. It's so good. This normally requires serious effort to ask them to like finish building something. But yeah, they've been good. Even with like the attack and shit. And eventually we'll get plasteel and we'll finish all these chairs. I want them to have fancy chairs. I should just make them silver since all their shit's silver, but we'll see. You could just say rat fell on the floor. Move on with your life like nothing happened. Oh, no, there's probably just like a rat on the wall or something.